What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, welcome to the stream. I hope you're all doing well. Back at it again with a little bit more of Snowrunner. Now, this Season 9, Ontario, Canada. This map is absolutely fantastic. I've been enjoying it so much. It's nice, it's a bit of a change of pace, but like I say, we're back at it again today. Yesterday, I'm a bit gutted because I did record a video of recovering one of the new trucks, but unfortunately it didn't save, so it's a shame. But we do have another truck that we need to discover anyway, but obviously during the course of this stream we will be just continuing on from where we left off, essentially. You know, there's a lot of missions, there's a lot of water missions, collection water, all that kind of stuff. So essentially I'm just going to be taking my time and flicking through it, to be honest. But like I say, I hope you're all doing well. Without further ado, let's jump straight into it, shall we? So let's have a look at the mission that we've got. So deliver... okay, so yes, so that's what I started yesterday. Deliver the Western Twins. So these missions are quite frustratingly difficult, should I say. I wouldn't say they're too difficult, but they are extremely tedious. So of course it says we need to pick this up. Now, yesterday there was a cat that needed to be picked up, and I tried my absolute best to maybe get like a trailer or something to tow it or anything, but I found that the easiest, more realistic way of doing it is just to tow it with a winch. But yeah, right, so it says deliver to the quarry lot in the Burn Forest. So we haven't actually oh wait, we have unlocked that part. That's cool, that's brilliant. So essentially all I need to do now is just create a truck that's going to be essentially capable of pulling that across. So let's have a look. Oh, that looks cool. Do you know what? I absolutely love these GMCs. Brilliant trucks. Maybe we'll give that a go. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, S plus. We want that. Off-road suspension. Do a raised custom. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. See what wheels we got. So, like I said, straight away from playing the game initially, from playing this map initially, over the course of the last couple of days, it's actually been really refreshing. I've enjoyed it an awful lot. Anybody that's really contemplating whether they should buy it or not, absolutely. If you're, you know, a Snowrunner long-term fan and you like the maps such as Michigan, all that sort of stuff, it's very similar. That's the way that I would compare it anyway. But let's have a look at the off-road tyres. Now, do I go for dualies at the back? That is a question. Let's see if we can get some chunky tyres on the move. Hopefully, yeah, so hopefully we got some excellence there. They're 47 inches, but we want to go for 50 if we can. See if we can find an excellent set of 50s. I think... oh, we're not even in the mud tyres section yet. Damn. Scroll with the... there we go. There we are. This is what we want to see. We want to go all the way up to 50. Because, you know, why not? It's quite a slow process, this. It's a lot faster than what it is on the console, that's for sure, but... there we go, 47s. See, I really like that style at the Apache Muds. Maybe there's a 50-inch Apache Mud. That'd be so cool if there is. It looks like there might be. That's a lot. Oh wow. I quite like those as well. Yeah, we're going to stick with those. Right, let's have a look at the winch. Yeah. Auto-autonomous, we want that. engageable all drive. We won't worry about that for now. We will have all drive on though, absolutely. And just a basic thing to, I suppose, keep the weight. Oh, there we go, look, something like that, perfect. What do we go for something like that? It's a shame you can't change the colours of those, to be honest. We'll stick with the yellow one because it matches everything else. Angled visor. Yeah, let's just quickly try and kit it out. I won't spend too much time upgrading the truck. That's a bit ridiculous. Why not? Let's go for something like that. That's all done. Oh wow, okay. There's a few exhaust options. I quite like those. Yeah, let's go for those. Caterpillar. Oh, it's cool. It changes the actual colour of the toe thing anyway. Amazing. Nah, let's go for that one. Bobbleheads. We'll put radar in there as well. I think that'll do us. Right. Off we go, I suppose. Let it warm up a bit. How's it going, Mr. Water? I'm not doing too bad, man. Hope you're doing well yourself. Welcome in. Let's change the time of day. It's a bit brighter. There we go. Be absolutely incredible. Go and tow this twin steer to where it needs to go, and then hopefully we can look at recovering some other trucks. Oh man, what is going on? Now the one thing I have noticed with this latest update is that there seems to be an uncontrollable level of lag within the game. I'm not too sure what it's all about. I know that there's usually a hiccup here or there, you know, especially when it comes to co-op as well. You know, it seems to be a bit unstable after updates. So I do hope that they do manage to address that, because you know, a lot of us, we do like to play this game multiplayer. So let's just hope that they manage to address that. I think there's plenty of maps out there now in this game where they can kind of take a back foot a little bit and actually start addressing some of the more predominant connectivity issues. But it mainly seems to be an Xbox thing at the moment. But being on PC and console myself, I have experienced technical issues too, but we can only hope that things get addressed. Of course, mods as well, that complicates things, you know, for multiplayer. If anybody's thinking about playing multiplayer, try and go through the method of using no mods at all and see if that does anything, because I seem to have more luck with them off than I do with them on, as frustrating as that may be. Yeah, absolutely, Mr. Watt. It's a fantastic game. The new season as well, Ontario, Canada. You know, this map is it's good. It's a lot of fun. there's a lot of back and forth stuff, but you know, that's what this game's all about, really, isn't it? Yeah. Not too sure if this truck is going to do a good job with this recovery, but we shall see. See what it looks like with the diff lock on. That's not doing too bad. I do prefer the trucks that have diff lock permanently on. I just feel that that makes, especially going through maps where it's quite, you know, boggy, you know, the terrain is a bit unforgiving, you know, driving in with diff lock on definitely helps the situation. Until of course that happens. But yeah, I mean, I'll click up on the map a minute just to give you a general idea of what it kind of looks like. Now, there's not a lot of burnt out areas. I mean, there's a few burnt out warehouses you got to deliver water to. Now, with the new truck, the firefighting truck, if you want to call it that, more specifically the Dairy Special. It only holds 2,200 litres of water. Now, there is a mission that you have to do where each warehouse requires 4,200 litres of water. So it's 2 trips per warehouse, and I believe there's 3 to 4 warehouses to complete. So you can imagine the tediousness of going back and forth, over and over and over again. But of course there is a modded version of the Dairy Special which holds something like 15,000 litres. So, you know, to save time, I would recommend using the modded version. Go. There's a little river crossing coming up here. It's extremely unforgiving. Not so much when you're driving over it like I'm about to, but you see these rocks that we've got here. They're quite bedded in, and when you come across with something that's not really got much clearance, you get stuck, and it is frustrating, especially when you're in the water, at least. But you just gotta be prepared for this one. I feel that even though that the kind of like the road surface is a bit bumpy here and there, the mud and everything else is extremely unforgiving. So it's definitely a map where you've got to kind of pull out your better trucks. Of course, if you use modded ones, it's not too much of a problem. But if you're using vanilla trucks, it's definitely going to be you're definitely going to have your work cut out for you. That's for sure. You guys will have to let me know what you guys think of the of this map. Oh, lots of tipping. Now, of course, the Dairy Special, that recovery mission was an absolute pain. I don't know what it is, but when I was doing it, the truck was just wanted to tip. For the first time, you know, I've actually had to come out with a crane to try and flip it, because it would just roll but then continue to roll onto its back again, so it is frustrating. But you know, if you're like me and you appreciate the challenge, you'll enjoy it. Absolutely love the interiors of these older trucks, especially the military ones as well. They are a lot of fun. So I've never actually used, maybe if we winch it a minute and get it pulled out to a straight line. This thing is going to be an absolute pain to tow. I can already feel it. Right. Especially with the terrain that we've been dealing with so far. Right. I've never actually used one of these wrecker tow things as of yet, so let's have a look. Adjust the position. Oh, okay. Amazing. Right, well let's do that there then, and then we'll do the boom. That's cool. And I'm guessing it's just a simple case of attaching the winch. See, now this is a problem that I had yesterday. I don't know what's going on, but there seems to be a bit of a winching issue. There we go. I struggled to try and get the winch to connect, and it just wasn't having any of it. But anyway, now that we're all linked up, hopefully it's a smooth journey. We know that Snowrunner doesn't usually facilitate that, but here's to wishful thinking. Right, Burn Forest. Let's have a look. Right, let's turn the engine on that. Oh, crumbs. Okay. We're on a roll. We're moving. How are we looking? Well, it is really struggling to do this, isn't it? Especially with the engine on as well. Heavy bit of kit. But we're getting there. Could do with a little bit of front weight. Yeah, if it was a dedicated towing vehicle at least. A bit more weight on the front. Wouldn't go amiss. Let's see if we can actually adjust the boom on it. See if that can assist. Right, that's as far as it can be extended. That's a little bit better than what it was. Awesome stuff. Oh man. Right, let's have a look. It is a very, very long vehicle, the twin steer, so corners are going to be a bit of a pain. Hopefully it don't tip. In this instance, it would have been much more beneficial to bring a truck that had permanent diff lock on. Let's see what it does. Oh, it's absolutely pulling it now. It's alright until you need to turn though. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. It definitely doesn't feel like the engine is on in that thing, because there'd be no way that this would be struggling the way that it is. I feel that the missions are kind of rigged. The way an absolute ton, and then when you drive them, you know. Right. There we go. And away through. Haven't actually been to this part of the map yet, so it's definitely going to be interesting to see. You know, the one thing that I'm actually really impressed about with the, you know, Sabre is their attention to detail, especially when it comes to the artwork. You know, just the backdrop there and all the fire and everything, it really sort of captures what's going on in the world at the moment. You know, it's quite scary. You know, just makes you more cautious, doesn't it? One thing that I'm actually really impressed about. You know, you need to be aware, I guess, of everything that's been going on. Ah, that's better. Right, let's start this up. Oh wow, look at all the ash in the sky. Right, let's give this a little bit of room. I think that'll be enough. Just a little bit of slack on the toe. And this is the problem with using modded winches. You've got 50 million dots and you just have to keep scrolling until you find the one you want. Right. Let's see where we... Yeah, okay. So left. Now this is what this is handy for. Look at that orange sky. Wow, crazy. Right, we need to go up through that way then. Are we winched? Yeah. Wow, look at that. This is what I mean. It's such a long vehicle. Might help if I turn the engine on. Look at that. Just how it's stuck on that little lip there. I think realistically what I need to do is come back with a scout vehicle and actually have a quick look at uncovering all of this, because it's going to be beneficial in the long run. You know, it takes a little bit of time, but I think once you kind of uncover the locations and stuff and clear, you know, the path, maybe a few bridges or a few obstacles that may be in your way, you know, I think that's extremely beneficial. I am tempted to do that now, but we'll see how far we can get with the tow at the moment, and then come back in with a little setup. I think that'd be pretty cool. Wow. How did I know that was going to happen? Not as plain sailing as I would like it to be. Oh man, definitely should have put a smaller winch on. There we go. Right, let's get this into a straight line. Put diff lock on, and we'll take it nice and slowly. There is no way, is there? Wow. See what I mean? That there's no way in hell that truck, that twin steer, is that heavy, even with the engine on. There we go. I'll just keep it connected to the truck, I think. For the moment. Maybe raised up high for the smaller trucks, but definitely definitely for the heavier stuff you need it on a bit more of a solid frame, something that's not going to flex anyway. It's kind of a big no-no. Right. Round and around we go. Come on, you lump. But this is exactly what I mean about the terrain up ahead. It's so narrow. There's lots of areas, especially if you've got a long trailer. You know, just one little tip or notch on a rock, it's just going to send you toppling down the side of this edge here. Not what you want. You really got to sort of take your time. A lot of room for error. especially when you're towing something like this, you know. Right, let's try and see. I think I've just gone down the wrong way. I think I have, yeah. Right, let's chuck the radar on a moment and see what possible routes we've got, because I don't want to be making the same mistake twice. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so definitely I'm on the wrong. Maybe I can. I mean, that's going to be a risky move right there, but maybe I can go back up, but through this way. I mean, that is a rock face to climb and a half, isn't it? Let's put it in low gear, and hopefully it's got the beans to pull it up this. Oh, come on. Absolutely not. How's it going, Munchies, man? Welcome in. Bit of a run up, maybe. Oh, it's that damn rock. Now, I've never understood why you can only winch to one thing at once. It's definitely something which is frustrating me when it comes to co-op as well. I have no choice but to go back up the way I came and pay attention to the roads. Nice one, Munchies. For PC, that beta update is... I don't know what you mean there, Mister. What a beta update is... Right, I think this is the correct... Yeah, okay, there we go. But yeah, I mean, for multiplayer, for the winches and stuff, you should, ideally, I mean, if you're thinking about off-road and recovery, you know, you're playing a lot with a lot of winches and a lot of ratchet straps and things, and you know, but with this it feels like you're extremely limited to just using one winch, and that's one winch only. You can't have two winches on one truck at once, which I think is ridiculous, but yeah, Munchies, this is what I was talking about just a minute ago. I feel that the missions are definitely rigged to some degree, because the engine is on in the truck. Yeah, see, look, that's with it off, and this is with it on. It's ridiculous. but it's definitely they're definitely made to be more difficult. The one that I did yesterday, that I did record, but unfortunately there was no sound and stuff, which was really frustrating. But you know, the truck just kept tipping. It's almost as if it was a challenge in itself to recover it. It's nothing that I've ever actually managed to do before or experienced before. It was definitely a task. Right, let's have a cheeky look at the map a moment. Oh, is it? It's a quarry. Of course it's a quarry. Why wouldn't it be a quarry? Right, let's activate the radar a moment and see what we're actually dealing with here. Okay, so if I was to follow... So this is the only route in. That is... I suppose it's not the only route, but I'm going to have to cut through this part. Oh, what have we got over here as well? Gold Rush. I think that's another truck. We'll definitely come back in through here with a scout vehicle and see what we can grab. Oh man, that's rough. There's a part of me that just wants to drive straight off the edge, just go straight down to the bottom. But I absolutely hate quarries. You never come into here with one of these with like a flatbed trailer or something, just asking for trouble. It's just not enough space to maneuver. Or at least I find anyway. Oh wow, just my luck. Tips on its side. You see how heavy it is? It's ridiculous. Right next to the marker as well. This is going to be a slow crawl. If a crawl at all. Oh, you are joking me. So now I'm going to have to tip. I feel this is rigged. I feel it's definitely set up. Designed to tip on that final corner, and then you spend an hour just trying to dig your way through it. There we go. Come on. Come on, nearly there. Nearly there. Oh, thank God for that. $9,700 of credits, or whatever you want to call it. I just don't think that would suffice, to be honest. I don't think they ever pay you enough for some of these jobs. But thankfully, that's done. Done and dusted. Right, so I think we got another vehicle, another truck up here. So I'm just going to go up and see what that really entails. Oh, absolutely, Mr. Water. Sometimes it's a real pain. Right, let's change the time of day. What have we got over here? New truck discovered. Okay, can we change truck? Oh, we can. Nice. It's a shame it's got no bed on it or anything. What does it look on? So yeah, it's one of the ANKs. Old school military style. I like it. I like it a lot. Right. Let's leave this truck by the quarry, because I have a sneaky suspicion that at some point I'm going to need a crane of some description, or you know, I'm going to need a tow out or something. Something's going to go wrong here. I mean, with the twin steer, for what I've just experienced, I think it's pretty safe to say that I'm bound to have a few problems along the way. But right, let's have a look at the missions. Fire department. So restoring water to restoring the water tower under repair. That's okay. What's it for the other map? Okay, let's recover this back to the old garage. See what we can do to it, and then assess the situation from there. I do want to get a scout vehicle over to the other map at some point, but we'll see how it goes. See how it goes. But of course, if you guys are new here, you know, consider subscribing, leaving us a cheeky like. We massively appreciate it. Definitely supports and helps the channel out, that's for sure. And of course, if you have any questions or anything to do with Snowrunner for that matter, just leave it down in the comment section below. You know, I'd be more than happy to try and help you out as best as I can. But let's have a look. Right, I have a funny feeling usually when a map gives you trucks, the trucks that it gives you generally are the trucks that they sort of try and encourage you to use. So definitely going to have a look at this one. What have we got? Active. We've got raised. I'll just go for raised. Let's see what wheel options there are. Oh, they're quite cool. Mud tyres. See, you would think that the chains would help with the mud in some regard, but those ones I think it's going to have to be. Let's go for an advanced medium. I do have a very similar setup with the previous ANK, but I noticed that the spare wheel at the bottom gets stuck sometimes, so I'm going to leave that off. Let's put that on there. Nice few options. The new fire tank add-on, but no two slot trailer add-on, which is interesting. It's very interesting indeed. Saddle high, saddle low. Saddle low seems to be the more predominant one that's used. That's your transporting stupidly heavy cargo. We don't want that. I'll leave that all off for a moment. Just give it a straight pipe. Visuals, colour. Should we go for like we'll go for like a military green. And you're not able to put the radar in on this one, which is interesting. Let's have a look at it in the flesh. Pretty good looking truck. And I know it's going to be a bit of a workhorse because of the fuel capacity. Notice that the better trucks tends to have a really low fuel capacity, which is why, you know, the people go for modded ones more than anything. Okay, putting out the fire at the railway station. That was the one that was requiring a shed load of water. So we'll see if the fire tower has filled up with the old Derry special. Because I noticed that you do actually have to wait for them to fill up, which is slightly annoying, but so you are restricted. Unless I take the ANK, which is what it wants, recover it, and we'll put a water tank add-on. Seems to be 1800, so that'll do. I'll take that up over there as well. I wonder if we can get a trailer for it. Let's hope that doesn't overhang too much, but we'll have a look. We'll see if we can get a trailer for it. A water trailer. Just carry over as much water as physically possible. What's that? Fuel trailer. Fuel carrier. It's a shame that you can't fill the water carrier the fuel carrier trailers up with water, but because I wouldn't mind transporting a little bit more than the 1800 litres, like something like that. You know, that would be nice to fill up with water. But oh, we do have a heavy one. Okay, well that's just made things a little bit more interesting. We'll put the saddle low back on. We'll chuck the large water container trailer on. We'll take it up over there. How much is that one? 7,500. Yep, so we definitely want something like that. It holds 64,000 litres of water. That's insane. But where would you even fit? I'm not even sure if these fill-in state water towers even hold that much. But we'll have a look. Yeah, see how it's pulling this. Absolute machine. And it's diff lock permanently and all-wheel drive permanently as well. Which is what you want with terrain like this. Let's see how much water this container is going to allow me to fill up. No way. No way. The whole 64,000 litres. Well, that's going to make light work of this mission, isn't it? The only thing that I have a problem with is the 200 litre fuel capacity. Now, that's going to be something that's going to pose a bit of an issue. We might have to come back out with a you know, like a fuel trailer or something, if need be, if we get stuck in the process. But I'm not complaining. 64,000 litres of water is going to be plenty. If only I had seen that sooner. Would have made things a lot easier, I can assure you. Yeah, look at it. It's consuming close to like 23 litres a minute at times. Be a little bit treacherous, but we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Yeah, not a problem. I knew something like this was going to happen. Right, let's just caught on that little lip there. Try and power through it. There. Oh, we getting somewhere? Come on. Okay. They're coming at a different angle. See how high up the rock I can go. Oh. Just not enough power there. Bit treacherous, this path, but I suppose the beauty about it is that I'm carrying so much water. I'm only going to have to make this trip once, which is music to my ears. You know, being restricted to 1800 to 2200 litres maximum, I think it's a bit insulting, you know, so 100% modded trailers are the way forward. It's like when I first started playing this game, you've got certain, well, vanilla trailers which are, I mean, how do you put it, they are the most tedious pieces of equipment which could heavily be improved upon by all means. But if some of the modded trailers that are available today were available when I first started playing the game, especially when it comes to log trailers, it wouldn't have taken me as nearly as the amount of time as what it did to complete. But I think that's where you get two levels of player, two different types of player. You know, the people that really do put in the graft, they grind and use the equipment which the game provides, and then of course you've got the people that use the mods to obviously make the experience easier. But if you never had the choice to begin with, you know, it definitely seasons you. It definitely makes you a much better experienced trucker hauler, in my opinion. You kind of, you know, get to know the sort of tricks to the trade, if that makes any sense. You kind of get a bit crafty. You try and use your initiative to make you know, to make the whole experience just a tiny bit easier for yourself. You know, even when it comes to making these routes, I always used to think that it was a waste of time. But in fact, when you're driving, you actually spend more time stopping and looking at the map. So if you do create a trail or a waypoint, at least then you're you know, it's just plain sailing. You haven't got to stop and look at the map. Something which I'm terrible at forgetting. But we'll get this water delivered to the railway. Bit of suspension damage there. I've only got 58 litres left. Thankfully, I do have the dairy special out this way, so if I do conk out, run out of motion lotion, at least there's fuel not too far away. The amount of times that I've kicked myself for recovering trucks after I finish using them, and then moments later realizing that there's a mission, you know, that I need to complete, and the truck that I've just recovered turns out to be not so far away from where it needs me to be. It's quite frustrating. This is going to be close. I think I'm going to have to refuel somewhere. I don't think there's any refuel trailers around the area. Yeah, I'm in the red. We've got no refuel either. Oh, little scout trailer, fuel trailer comes to save the day. Look at that. Ask and you shall receive. That couldn't have come at a better time. Amazing. Just wanted to play it safe through there. That's where we start to see the devastation of the fire. But I have to admit, this map is fantastic for crawling. If you got like a scout vehicle that you just want to come out and mess around with, areas like that are perfect for it. You definitely push your trucks to the limits. But like I said at the title of the video, I'm very impressed. Very impressed. Probably, I would say, one of my favourite maps for a very long time. The other maps I've completed, they've not really been enjoyable, to be honest. It's been one of those sort of experiences of just trying to get them done and out of the way. It's been a very long time. I think Russia, well, the first Russian map, you know, was the last map I really enjoyed. Really enjoyed. Alright, let's go down. Not too far away. That fuel scout trailer coming, oh, it just come in clutch then, didn't it? It was so perfectly placed. And for a vanilla truck as well. This is why I love the ANKs. No fancy gadgets, no fancy gizmos, just, you know, all old style instruments. It's just raw power. Love it. Maybe if I put it a bit lower. Even though we're travelling slowly, it's moving, and that's all that really matters to me. When it comes to Snowrunner, I can come to a snail's pace, but as long as I'm moving, I'm alright. Trailers out. Apply a bit more power now. See what I mean though with the terrain? It doesn't look like it's deep, but it's boggy, it's slippy. You come in through here with too much power, and you're just going to spin up and get yourself stuck. Really deceiving. I suppose transporting 64,000 litres of water would obviously add to that factor as well. But we're nearly there. But you'll see in a second the devastation that this fire has actually caused. All of this is completely just destroyed. It's like quicksand, this. There we go. There we are. Alright, let's drop this water off. Let's get on with the second one. Amazing stuff. The battle is ours, all thanks to you. Such a remarkable job calls for a matching reward. Incredible. Right. I think that was pretty good. Forest cleaner, burnt logs. There's a lot of sort of clearing up, delivering water, and you know, generally putting things out and helping them sort of fight against this this forest fire. It's definitely devastating. But like I say, guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you all for coming in the stream. It's massively appreciated. Like I say, if you are new here, consider subscribing, and of course consider leaving us a cheeky like as well. It would be massively appreciated. Helps the channel out a lot. But if you did enjoy today's video, today's stream, let me know down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of this new map, and of course if you want to see more, then let me know down in the comment section. But until next time, guys, you all take it easy, you all stay safe, and hopefully I catch you all in the next one. Take it easy, guys.